Gold mining is the only means of subsistence for a significant number of individuals who make their livelihood in the eastern region of South Sudan. However, the nation as a whole is not reaping the benefits of this development because the majority of the gold that is found is swiftly smuggled out of the country. The Sudanese military officials are going to cooperate with Russia, is that correct? Why is Russia removing gold from Sudan to use it as a source of funding for the war in Ukraine? Hey intellectuals, welcome to Darkness Unraveled. In today's video, we are going to talk about how is it possible that Russia is taking gold worth millions of dollars from Sudan. So stay with us till the end of this video so you don't miss out on any of this information. But before we proceed, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell symbol so that you don't miss out on any of our wonderful videos in the future. And let's get started. Just days after Moscow's invasion of Ukraine, a Russian cargo plane arrived at a Khartoum runway in Sudan. The plane's manifest listed cookies, but Sudan hardly ever exports cookies. Khartoum International Airport back office officials argued heatedly. They feared inspecting the plane would anger the pro-Russian military leadership. Multiple attempts to intercept Russian carriers failed. Officials eventually boarded the plane. Colorful cookie boxes lined the hold. Sudan's most valuable resource was hidden below: gold, a ton. At least 16 known Russian gold smuggling aircraft have left Sudan, Africa's third largest gold producer, in the last year and a half. Multiple conversations with Sudanese and U.S. officials and troves of documents seen by an interviewer create a picture of an extensive Russian conspiracy to loot Sudan's resources, to reinforce Russia against Western sanctions, and bolster Moscow's war effort in Ukraine. The data also implies that Russia cooperated with Sudan's embattled military leadership to bypass the Sudanese state and steal hundreds of millions in public income. In exchange, Russia backs Sudan's unpopular military administration as it quashes the country's pro-democracy movement. Former and current U.S. sources told that Russia sponsored Sudan's 2021 military coup, which overturned a civilian transitional government and dealt a catastrophic blow to the pro-democracy movement that had toppled President Omar al-Bashir 2 years earlier. Former U.S. officials said, "We've long known Russia exploits Sudan's natural resources. Russia pushed the military takeover to keep these resources." As the world pressed on in Russia, they have a lot to gain from this relationship with Sudan's generals, the former diplomat said. This assistance includes training, intelligence, and sharing of Sudan's stolen gold. Evgeny Pragosian, a Russian businessman and Putin supporter, is at the center of this quid pro quo. The 61-year-old owns a clandestine network of companies that include Wagner, a paramilitary outfit implicated to torture, mass executions, and looting in Syria and Central African Republic. Pragosian, however, denies Wagner connections. In Sudan, Pragosian's main vehicle is a U.S.-sanctioned business named Mero Gold, a subsidiary of M-Invest that collects gold and provides weaponry and training to the country's army and paramilitaries. Through Mero Gold or other companies associated with Pragosian employees, he has developed a strategy to loot the economic resources of African countries where he intervenes, said Denis Korotkov, an investigator at the London-based Dossier Center, which tracks the criminal activity of Kremlin-affiliated people. The Dossier Center can also show that a Wagner operator, Alexander Sergeyevich Kuznetsov, oversaw Sudan's gold mining, processing, and transportation locations in recent years. Kuznetsov fought in Libya and commanded Wagner's first offensive and reconnaissance company in 2014. In 2017, he was spotted with Putin and Wagner's founder Dmitry Utkin. Kuznetsov was sanctioned in 2021. Sudan's military authorities and Moscow have formed a gold smuggling network. At least 16 of the flights intercepted by Sudanese officials last year were operated by military planes to and from the Syrian port city of Latakia, where Russia maintains a significant airbase. Gold supplies also travel a land route to the Central African Republic, where Wagner has backed up a repressive administration and used some of its cruelest tactics, according to Sudanese official sources and the Dossier Center. A U.S. State Department official said, "We're monitoring the operations of Mero Gold, the Kremlin-backed Wagner Group, and other sanctioned actors in Sudan, the area, and the gold trade. We support the Sudanese people's pursuit of a democratic, affluent, human rights-respecting Sudan," the spokeswoman said. "We'll continue to warn Sudanese military leaders about Wagner, Mero Gold, and others." After its invasion of Crimea caused Western sanctions, Russia's intervention in Sudan's gold began in 2014. Gold exports boosted Russia's governmental finances while sidestepping international financial monitoring systems. 2014 Crimea, Russia invades Crimea, triggering Western sanctions. Moscow eyes gold to transfer wealth without financial oversight. 2017 Gold Miro. Omar al-Bashir and Vladimir Putin meet. Bashir calls Sudan Russia's key to Africa. Mero Gold is founded. 2019. Sudan's pro-democracy revolution overthrows Bashir. Russia trains and arms newly empowered warlords. Treasury bans Mero Gold in 2020. It creates Sudanese front business Al-Solag. Anti-Corruption Commission 2021. After Sudan's 2019 revolution, an anti-corruption commission finds Russia's smuggling operation with the Sudanese military. The committee is disbanded after the October 2021 military takeover. 2022 Al-Solag. Gold is physical and more cumbersome to handle than international wire transactions, but it's considerably tougher, if not impossible, to freeze or seize, says Syracuse University sanctions expert Daniel McDowell. The core of Russia's gold extraction effort is in northeast Sudan's desert, a bleached terrain studded with gaping chasms where miners toil in the blazing heat with only tents made from tarpaulin scraps and sandbags. Miners from isolated artisanal mines converge on Al-Ibadia, known as Gold Town, every morning, hauling sacks of gold along the town's muddy roads. Many believe the greatest bidders for their goods are merchants from a nearby processing factory called the Russian Enterprise. Russia's gold siphoning is centered on haphazard sales. 85% of Sudan's gold is sold this way. According to mining whistleblowers and security sources, Russia controls this business. Russia has covered its Sudanese gold deals for a decade. Sudan's official foreign trade statistics records Russia's gold shipments from the country at zero since 2011, despite proof of Moscow's considerable transactions in this area. Due to government blind spots, it's hard to know how much gold Russia has taken from Sudan. At least 7 sources accuse Russia of directing most of Sudan's gold smuggling operations, where much of the country's gold has ended up in recent years. Sources suggest Al-Ibadiyah is the hub of Russia's gold smuggling enterprise. A Sudanese central bank whistleblower handed a spreadsheet indicating 32.7 tons missing in 2021. At $60 million a ton, that's $1.9 billion in lost gold. Former and present officials argue that the Sudanese government drastically underestimates the gold produced from informal artisanal mines, distorting the real total. 90% of Sudan's gold is smuggled. If accurate, $13.4 billion in gold may have avoided customs and laws, costing the government hundreds of millions of dollars. The coordinates of a key Russian processing plant were discovered by a Sudanese anti-corruption investigator. In a parked Russian fuel truck, a Soviet flag was flying over the complex, 5 miles from Al-Ibadiyah. The Russian firm processing plant in Sudan's desert flies a Soviet flag. According to the company's registration documents and 5 official Sudanese sources, Al-Solag is actually a front for the Russian mining firm Mero Gold, which is banned in the U.S. Russia's presence in Sudan has changed since Al-Solag formed a year ago. Under the new model, Russia's interactions have faded into the shadows, making the arrangements more reliant on Sudan's military leadership and allowing Russian actors to skirt official institutions, including foreign company restrictions as a local firm. Russia has been bypassing Sudanese regulations and contributing to the impoverishment of the sub-Saharan African nation of Sudan while illegally smuggling gold worth billions of dollars from Sudan. In exchange, Sudanese military forces receive Russian support in the form of political might and armed assistance in their efforts to crush the pro-democracy movement. And that's it for today, guys. We sincerely hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please click on the like button and share it with your friends and family. If you have any questions or comments, please share them with us in the comments space below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to see even more of our incredible videos. You can also check out our other videos that have been specially selected for you. We'll catch up in the next video. Thank you for watching.